You say give up to get to the sun-fixing ground!
What's up, guys? It's Ben. Just in case you're wondering how impressive of a feat we just witnessed in Iran with our military, the single greatest military to ever walk the face of the planet. Here's a quick 48-hour rescue plan from Special Forces, starting with the F-15E Strike Eagle getting shot down by a Russian missile over southwestern Iran. This is a Mach 2 intercept, proximity fuel detonation. Both crew ejected successfully. Hour 0, the pilot is recovered within minutes by a ground team, our ground team. But the other pilot is left alone with a broken ankle deep inside of enemy territory. The weapons operator starts evasion using night and terrain. The Iranian forces launch massive manhunt with drones and dogs. The reason why they would want a manhunt is because, well, you could use this pilot for propaganda purposes. You could parade him around the streets of Tehran. You could use him as a negotiating tool. You could put him in any city you didn't want to be bombed. This would be really, really bad. And obviously there's a bad history with the Iranians and American hostages. This is actually how hostilities started in the 1970s with our embassy. Thousands of Iranian civilians joined the search because there are $60,000 and $70,000 bounties. That's like 7 years' wages in Iran, just FYI. U.S. jams Iranian radars and communications, hours 8 through 12. The pilot climbs a 7,000-foot ridge despite having a broken ankle. The U.S. strike carrier, the U.S. strikes crater roads and block the reinforcements. He reached the top of the ridge, hides in a rocky crevice, makes first brief radio contact with friendly forces. Hours 18 through 24, an A-10 Warthog shot down by Chinese manpads, and pilot safely recovered by naval assets. Hours 24 through 30. 2 rescue helicopters hit by ground fire during an attempt. Crews wounded, but they returned to base. Hours 30 through 36. U.S. escalates with cruise missile strikes on the Iranian air defenses. The pilot survives a near-miss drone strike and relocates under fire. Nighttime full extraction launched. Special operations team insert and engage the Iranians in a firefight. The pilot is located, stabilized on site, and extracted in a airport, a forward operating base and an airlift base that we built within 24 hours, pulled out alive and conscious. Both F-15 crew members are alive. So it's just the single most impressive thing that you've ever seen. There was one little problem with the actual extraction, was that the C-130s couldn't get up out of the desert sands. They had been there all night and they couldn't move. They couldn't get airborne. And so we had to burn all of the 2 C-130s and an A-10 Warthog in the desert. Delta team, instead of leaving these planes to, again, be paraded around by the Iranians, they burned them to the ground. And what is also just an impressive feat that they were able to get rid of these massive air platforms so quickly. So this is all that is left for Iranians to look at, just a giant pile of ash. Oh, and something that was on some guy's ass, his underwear. This is it. This is the single propaganda tool that was left by the American forces. Just FYI, in case you're wondering. One day you're holding some guy's underwear in celebration, and the next day you're getting evaporated by his buddies from the sky. You're missing a pilot you can't soar without your eagle cover. Time to take your heroic detour and reclaim your wings. So these are Iranian fighters, quote unquote, or children, holding up a pair of American Eagle boxer briefs. These ones right here. They are now unavailable. They sold out. they're like $15. And they've sold out now because of this viral photo, ladies and gentlemen. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. This is the one thing that was left, along with a tube of toothpaste. Media in Iran are now parading the treasure trove of intelligence it collected, including underwear and toothpaste and some sunscreen. They reveal the secrets of the dental hygiene. Look at this. This is what the Iranians got out of all of this. Some toothpaste and some sunscreen and a pair of underwear. Imagine holding up a pair of underwear and thinking that they won. There you go. Dude, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. It was Iran celebrating holding the troops' underwear, leaving your American flag, American Eagle boxers behind, $15, taking American back from behind enemy lines in a terrorist-run Iran. Priceless. Look at this. The rescue mission did have one critical failure. U.S. forces destroyed the aircraft. They missed one sensitive material. The militiamen combing through the wreckage have found a pair of red, white, and blue underwear. Expect full reverse engineering of the program. If we don't take immediate action, our technology transfer will cost us. Iranian militia pose with American Eagle flag boxers. Odd flex. I love it. They're celebrating the capture of American underwear. Someone left his underwear behind, taking a picture with a pair of Americans' dirty underwear as a sign of defeat, if I ever saw one. Honestly, Iranian people ready to burn some American planes. LMAO, they're left with underwear. Sets up a forward operating base outside of your second biggest city for 2 days, rescues a pilot, leaves underwear on site, complete and total dominance. Yeah, this is really funny. 2 helicopters and 2 planes vaporized. Why the F did our military not source BDUs from American Eagle? This is the strongest underwear on earth. Incredible. I love it. What an unbelievable moment. Donald Trump obviously saying that this is the single most successful military operation perhaps in our lifetime. And why did it happen? Because President Trump was allowed for it to happen. We could have always done this. We could always be this great as a nation. We just weren't, because our stupid and weak leaders put handcuffs on our military members. We can build airports overnight deep inside of enemy territory, extract wounded comrades, and take no casualties. All of America's limits are self-imposed by our domestic enemies. That's exactly right. It's being called the Easter miracle, and everybody is saying that they are going to watch this on IMAX on opening night. Outstanding salute to our troops. The statement is that U.S. military says that no amount of equipment is more valuable than a single airman's life. That's exactly right. Americans have built an entire military base overnight in a random mountain while looking for a guy. He's fine now, by the way. We made a temporary operating airfield in the middle of their country just to get one of our guys out. And then we left our underwear. Final thing that we left is, yes, the weapons operator said, God is good in his first radio transmission. God is good. God bless you on this glorious Easter. See ya.